Ugh. Let's get some Pokemon music going. This time we're going with Legends EA, as if we're not getting enough of that. Ugh. Okay, there we go. Get some music going. Booyah. Put you there. Put you there. Get Discord up so I can tell when Carrie actually wants to talk. That works. Okay. Jeez, I think that the music is still a bit too loud. Hold on. There we go. That's better, I think. All right. Here we go. Back to the Pokemon story. Let's see where we left off. All right. Let's continue the Pokemon story. I am not going to explain anything unless someone shows up. Okay. Microphone. Microphone. Just double checking. Good. We're almost there, Stephen alerted the others as he surveyed the... Oh, get Discord up. There. Surveyed the area and his map. They were flying over a dense forest, which Stephen recognized. From below, a strange cylinder-shaped object shot up and exploded above them, releasing a thick cloud of red smoke. As the cloud covered Legend 2, everyone began feeling sleepy. Sleeping gas, Talon exclaimed. He tore off some of his shirt to make strips that everyone could use to protect their mouths and nose from the gas. Dang, he did that fast. Legend 2, get us out of here now! It was too late. Legend 2 had drifted into a deep sleep and they were plunging towards the earth at a dangerous speed. In his unconscious state, Danny was experiencing another dream, but this time it's more of a flashback. I can't talk. Flashback. He was reliving the night before and remembered how Alicia's sweet singing had brought him so much comfort. Then the flashback changed as Alicia's voice disappeared, and what had just happened became clear to Danny. He became conscious and leapt up with his head swelling in pain. Alicia! He cried out. He went to grab his Pokeballs, but just as he feared, they had been taken. He fell onto his knees and had a look of desperation on his face. Who knows how long he had been out? The rockets were probably miles away by now. Then a thought occurred to him. Did they take his Pokedex? He reached for it in his bag and pulled it out with a great joy. As he opened it, the thing... As he opened it, the small silver feather fell out. Lugia, you're my only chance to save Alicia and my Pokemon. He held it up and a great light shot towards the heavens. Legend 2 was falling faster and faster. F-15, help us! Stephen summoned. Smeargle, use fly, Polly cried. There were only 2 Pokemon that could fly them to safety now. Talon and Stephen got on F-15 and Smeargle grew wings and grabbed Shelly and Polly. Legend 2 finally crashed in the woods below them, but there was a problem. Smeargle wasn't able to hold both girls, and Polly's hold on his foot slipped. She fell into the jungle of leaves, and below, not too high up, but enough to hurt. Polly! The others exclaimed. They dove downwards towards her to help her. Polly's landing was all right. The bending branches slowed her fall. Then she landed. Then she landed. Can't read. When she landed, the only thing in pain was her butt. Yeah, I'll just say butt, because that's what she fell on. She looked around and saw in the dark trees that 2 men in rocket uniforms were coming towards her. She tried to get up and run, but she was too weak from the fall. Stay away, she cried. I don't think so, little girl, one replied. We have orders to capture you and your friends. The others had landed in another area of the forest and were searching frantically for her. Polly! Alicia shouted. I hope she's all right. So, wait, that's not supposed to be Alicia. That's supposed to be Shelley. Found a mistake. I hope she's all right, Stephen prayed. I should have had her get on F-15 instead of Smeargle. Don't blame yourself, Talon assured, and equally to blame. I should have been thinking about her more than myself. If Polly hadn't let go, the Smeargle and myself would have gone. She saved us. She saved us both in a way. They suddenly heard Polly crying for help in the distance and ran towards the plea as fast as they could. Meanwhile, Luigi appeared and flapped down next to Danny. Thank heavens you've come, Danny said relieved. What is wrong? The legendary Pokemon asked. Evil men have kidnapped my Pokemon and my cousin. Could you help me find them? Please, Lugia smiled and lifted Danny onto his back with his psychic powers. Where do you want to go? I don't know. Wait a minute, Danny exclaimed. He thought back to his encounter with Rill. Somehow, his father and sister had both found a way to reach him. He had spoken to him, even though they weren't there. Is it possible? He asked himself. It had to be. This was his only hope. Danny shut his eyes and reached out, trying to find Alicia. Hey, it's Usurka. Hello. Welcome to the live stream. Anyway, back to the story. Miles away, a black van was driving down the road. In the back, Alicia was sitting on the floor. Her hands were tied behind her back, and so were her ankles. Also, she could not see anything because she was blindfolded. She was terrified, and her breathing was fast and erratic. Alicia, can you hear me? Danny's voice entered her heart. Danny, is that you? She returned. Where are you? I don't know. I'm in some kind of truck or van? Good, you're still on the road then. Hey, it's Quellith. I am gonna butcher your name so hard. I know I will. But you know who you are. Welcome to the live stream. It's time to read some more Pokemon stuff. Let's see. Good, you're still on the road. Can you give me other details that could help me find you? No, I'm tied up a blindfold and you're what? I'm afraid. What are they gonna do to me? Don't be. I won't let anything bad happen to you, I promise. Remember last night when I was afraid? Yes. Sam. Oh, thank you. Simplified name. Appreciate it, Sam. You are Sam. Sammy you are. And let's see. Yes. Now it's my turn to help you. I want you to crawl around and make sure there isn't anyone there with you, okay? Alicia got down on her stomach and explored the area by touch. I don't think there's anyone else here. Good. Now you need to get that blindfold off so you can tell me where you are. But what if there aren't any windows? What if there are? Just try it. Whoops, sorry. Move the text around there. Alicia could hear something rattling a little bit away from her. She touched it and realized it was a door. She leaned up against it and felt a handle that came out from the door and went down. She pushed. Peak story. Thank you. I wrote this back when I was a teenager. That was a while ago. She pushed her blindfold around it, pulled it away until she could pull it over her head. As the cloth dropped off, she looked around. She was in a small gray storage area at the back of a big van. She was shocked to see a big man sleeping in the corner next to a bag of stolen Pokeballs. Then she saw a small hole in the door that she looked through. Danny, we're still on Cycling Road. Oh no, what is it? We're leaving it now and entering Fuchsia. Hurry and... What do you think you're doing? Asked a deep and frightening voice. The man grabbed and forced a cloth containing chloroform over her mouth. Danny, help me! He's putting me in it! Alicia! Danny cried. Lugia, fly to Fuchsia City and hurry! Hurry it is! They were off! Finally, Steve and the others found Polly. She was lying on the ground with her legs trapped under a giant tree. Looking to where the tree was fallen, they saw Legend 2's arm was under the tree, preventing it from crushing Polly completely. However, the mighty dragon was temporarily knocked out and unable to help her. She was trapped and struggling to pull herself free. "Stephen, Talon, help!" she pleaded. "Hang on, Polly," Stephen said. He immediately brought out he brought out several of his Pokemon. As you can see, there's a few errors that I'm fixing along the way. Several of his Pokemon. "Hurry, guys, get it off her!" he ordered. "Iron Knuckle, Bronto Leaf, Crusher, Hot Spike." And I'm just going to say, and Hot Spike immediately got to work. Stephen and Talon also joined in trying to move the great tree. It only took a moment, and soon the large, heavy oak was lifted and tossed aside. "Hey, you okay?" Stephen asked, offering Polly his hand. Polly took it and rose to her feet. "My legs ache some, but I'll be okay," she said, hugging Stephen. "Thanks." "Yeah, no big deal," Stephen said, looking very flustered. A loud noise echoed through the woods, and everyone saw Legend 2 yawning. "Hey, Legend 2, are you ready to fly the rest of us?" "Oh, wait, here comes Carrie." Let me just accept this voice call. There we go.
I can catch up with it.
Okay. Oh, let me share the screen. Pretty much the only thing that's happened is Danny called Lugia to try and save Alicia from Rockets, who kidnapped her, and they just saved Polly, who got stuck under a tree.
So quite eventful, I suppose.
Let's see.
My legs. Is that how you spell ache? I think that's how you spell ache, right? Maybe do you put an E at the end or something? My legs ache. Yeah. I think. Yeah, I think that's it. Let's go and look into it. Okay, my legs ache, but ache some, but I will be okay. She said, hugging Stephen. And yeah, no big deal. Stephen said, looking very flustered.
Big story. If you could, would you make this into a book? I actually have several illustrations. I don't have any illustrations for today's reading because I've been busy on another project, and I don't really have time to make pictures for this right now. But
and also with the DLC hunting and stuff, it's pretty hectic.
We're playing a lot of Legends ZA lately. But it would be cool if this were a book. But yeah, I'd probably be too perfectionist about it, honestly. I'd be like, no, I have to fix this part and this part and this part.
I know that you can probably just make it into a book when you feel like it. I know someone who actually turned some of their favorite fanfics into books, and then later on they find out there's a typo, and then the writer was like, "I know you guys have bind my fanfic into a book, and I just discovered I have a typo." Like that.
Yeah. But anyway, back to the story.
A loud noise echoed through the woods, and everyone saw Legend 2 yawning. "Hey, Legend 2, are you ready to fly the rest of the way?" The Dragonite wiggled her antenna and grinned. Then, just like when they were flying, a cylinder was thrown above them. "I don't think so," Talon remarked as he jumped into the air and swung his sword, knocking it back the direction from where it was thrown. That was how big was that thing?
Yeah.
Two rockets stumbled from the cloud of gas and fell down fast asleep in front of them. "Better get out of here before more showed up," Stephen proposed. They all jumped onto Legend 2 as fast as they could and flew off. They feared the worst. Lugia had taken them to Fudgesia City, but had no idea where the van went. Lugia, I promised I wouldn't let anyone happen to her. I also make another promise to this girl named Susan. I'm going to fail them both. Come now, don't talk like that. We'll find your friend Ash. I know you will fulfill your other promise. Really? Yes. Thanks, Lugia. Now be on the lookout on a black fan. Wait, so Lugia is being with them?
Dan can summon him with a silver wing, basically.
The feather thingy.
Yeah.
I still don't know why it is a bird when it doesn't look like a bird at all.
Yeah, but Lugia does look weird. Also, Sam says they're watching this at 2 a.m. No, 3 a.m. Interesting.
You should be. If you are going to school tomorrow, please go to bed. Why are you still watching?
Let's see.
Then he pointed to a van speeding down the empty road. Lugia, there are two back doors. That's where Alicia must be. Can you open them with your powers? Leave them to me. Then he saw the doors rattle and then they flew apart. Lugia lost some altitude and began flying down close to the road so then he could see inside. The man that had taken Alicia was looking out at them. Okay, now send me in there fast. You are only 10 years old and already you have been dismantling crime syndicates like it was nothing.
Yeah, well, that's Pokemon for you.
Do you think that maybe the adults are just holding back against the kids because otherwise it will be toast? Or actually, more toasty than toast.
Yes, seriously.
He jumped off Lugia, but the bird's psychic powers held him, and then as Danny lifted his leg, he was launched forward. The Dragonson's foot collided into the man's, and then he swept it around, knocking the man off the fence, sending him rolling on the road. Then he saw Alicia in the back. Her eyes were shut. A pair of handcuffs locked her wrists around a metal arch coming out of the wall. Her ankles were still bound by rope. I saw the bag of Pokeballs next to her. He looked back and was shocked to see Lugia was gone. He didn't have time to call him back. He quickly grabbed the balls and began releasing the Pokemon. And most of the Pokemon that came out fell off the van. Tentacruel, Machop, Pikachu all came out in the balls he threw. Jeez, can you imagine? They were like, "Oh, I'm free," and ah!
It's like, what am I doing here? They're like, what am I doing here?
He found his Quagsire, but his slippery skin made it slid to the exit. Then he grabbed her flipper, but only held for a few seconds. She fell off and disappeared from the sight. Quagsire, no! I still can't believe ZA doesn't have our boys.
The ZA doesn't have either of them. It makes me sad.
By the way, do you have a plush of your sires or not really?
I don't actually.
Okay. Lugia flew down and picked the slimy Pokemon up with his mind power. Also, it appears to have caught all the other Pokemon that had fallen out. I thought you had left me. I will never leave until my job is done. Please take these balls to safety. Lugia took the sack and held it on his back like with the other Pokemon. He's working like a crane. What the heck? And please unlock the handcuffs that was holding Alicia. Alicia's arm fell down and her wrists were released. Also, Lugia tore the rope around her ankles. Do you use Psychic to rip it open? Because he's kind of big.
I guess so.
Then he took her up in his arms and walked over to the exit. He stepped into the air and hovered above the ground with Lugia as the van drove into the distance. Thanks, Lugia. Without your help, I never could have done this. You never would have given up. Your will is too strong, Lugia assured him. Say lower, all the Pokemon, Pokeballs, send humans to the ground.
It will take me a long time to sort out these Pokeballs. Don't worry. These 5 are your Pokeballs. Lugia levitated 5 Pokeballs to Danny and he took them. I'll return these Pokemon to their rightful trainers. With that, Lugia flew away while smiling back. Thanks, Lugia! Danny waved. Elsewhere in Fuchsia City, Steve and the others awaited Danny's arrival by the gym. Hey, it's Choco Milk! Hey, Choco Milk! I could go for some Choco Milk right now. That sounds tasty. What are you doing? Just reading my old Pokemon fanfic. A few chapters will become my new Pokemon fanfic. I continued writing years later, but we'll get to that. Elsewhere in Fuchsia City, Stephen and the others awaited Danny's arrival by the gym. It was a large mansion that looked like it was of an ancient Japanese design. Where in the world is that kid? Stephen asked, stomping his foot. Even after that time we wasted in the forest, he still isn't here? And we took the long way. I hope nothing happened to them, said Shelley. I'm sure Danny can handle himself, Polly reassured her. Alicia's eyes broke open and trembled. No, I don't! It's all right, Alicia. Everything's fine, Danny assured her. At first he was carrying her, but he set her down on her feet once she was awake. What happened? I saved you and all the Pokemon in the van. Remember I promised I wouldn't let anything bad happen to you? She smiled at him and hugged him. I knew you wouldn't. My, that was fast. Danny heard the wretched voice coming from the distance. It was Eric. Your little rescue was just what I thought you would do. Why did you kidnap Alicia? Danny demanded. Ever since I saw that Lugia feather, I wanted it. Our trap was originally meant to only take your Pokemon and that feather, but we couldn't find it as we searched you. So I knew that if we took your Pokemon and your little friend, it would make you so desperate you would use the feather. We'd left a camera nearby to see where you kept it. Now we know. Your Pokedex! It was an ingenious spot. The feather is so thin, it can actually be concealed there. Now, Danny, hand it over, and I'll let you and her go free. Not on your life, Eric. I can fight you. You still don't realize where you are, do you? That there is a reason the van took this path. You're trapped. They were surrounded by buildings, and the only way that led out was blocked by a solid line of rockets. I don't care how many there are, my Pokemon will defeat you, Eric. Sorry to disappoint you, Jenny, but Team Rocket has actually been making a lot of money lately. We were able to hire some of the greatest scientific minds in the world to develop tools for us. Behold! Strange mechanical cones began extending for the building. They shot blue light. Damn, Eric, you really did spend a lot of money on this. Holy lasers, cones coming out of the ground. Damn. What are you doing? Hi. Hey, hey again, Choco Milk. Anyway, let's see. Try and call your Pokemon now, Dragon Son. Danny threw his Pokeballs, but the balls simply opened and closed. These balls emit powerful sonic vibrations that keep Pokemon from coming out. Now, since you refuse me, we'll take what we want by force. Danny began communicating 2 different ways at once. To Eric, he spoke verbally. Okay, Eric, you win. I can't beat you this time. I'll give you what you want. Just let Alicia and myself go. However, to Alicia, he spoke to her heart. We only have one chance to try and contact Shelley. Hopefully others are nearby. Tell her where we are and what we need. Now! But can I really do it from this far? That's how I found you. Hurry! I'll stall as long as I can. That's it. I'm going in and challenging the gym leader with... That's it! I'm going in and challenging the gym leader without him, Stephen declared. Wait! Shelley exclaimed. Everyone looked at her. There is danger. Team Rocket has trapped them somewhere in the city. How do you know this? Polly asked. I can't explain it. I just have a feeling. Polly knew what she was talking about and didn't hesitate. We need to find them now. Polly shouted at the boys. Legend grunted and roared as she leaned over so the trainers could board her. Yes, I'm giving up, Eric, Denny stalled. You are just too smart for me. How could I ever hope to fight against Team Rocket when they are being led by you? Yes, your plan was too good to hope that I could overcome it. After all, I am too young to understand anything. Now I must give up and hand over what you want. And so I am coming over to you now to give up. Enough with your stalling, Dragon Son! Eric yelled. Take it from him! Just as the rockets were about to charge, Legend 2 and the others saw Danny and Alicia. The dragon roared from above and was able to dive through the light wall when Danny spoke to her heart. You'll go into your ball and you go through there, destroy the wall. What was that? Oh, you'll go into your ball if you go through there. Destroy the cones on the buildings first with thunder. Lightning rained from the sky and struck the buildings, destroying the devices. The light wall collapsed. You know, honestly, based on the Pokemon anime, I would not be surprised if Team Rocket did make a device like this that prevented Pokemon from coming out. Prepare for trouble.
Like you pulled a Sanson accent just now. Also, what are they going to do? Did they just sell the Pokemon on black market or something?
Pretty much, I think. Let's see. The light wall collapsed. Danny released all his Pokemon and Legend 2 landed. You have to the count of 10 to clear out, guys, Danny warned the Rockets. Or all my Pokemon fire attacks so powerful you'll all be sent into orbit. 10, 9, 8, 7. The Rockets panicked and ran into each other. They looked like ants trying to escape a rainstorm. 1! Alicia grabbed Danny's arm. Don't do it, Danny. They're leaving. Danny looked puzzled and then he smiled at her. I guess you're right. In no time, the Rockets were gone. And, Moofy is trying to climb on me.
We are going to do a kitty showcase if this keeps up.
Heroes marched on to the gym. And so ends the biggest pain in my ass chapter in my entire story.
Congrats, you survived it.
Ugh. It's just, there was a lot of, I honestly wanted to take out the whole talking to hearts thing, even though I already established that's a thing that can happen, because I didn't want it to like become commonplace thing that happens all the time. But it just kind of made the chapter not work at all, so I had to leave some of it in. Anyway.
Everyone talking to each other like they have gears, or maybe just using the blue water, using telepathic energy to sending words to each other in their heads, and everyone is staring intensely. At last, they were all together and in front of the Fujitsu City Gym. It was a giant building that looked like an ancient Japanese mansion. None of the other gyms look anything like it. We need to be careful. Stephen warned. I heard from Jack that this place used to be a ninja training area. They opened the doors and Danny stepped inside. At the exact moment, a dozen darts zoomed past his face, digging into the walls on his right. This place is not too safe, Danny said, nearly fainting from shock. But Talon caught him. It's too risky for everyone to go, Stephen informed. Talon, you stay with the girls. Danny and I will go in by ourselves. You're only 10 years old.
It's like, as long as you have Pokemon, you could do anything, regardless of age, apparently.
How old do you think that our character is in ZA?
They gotta be a teenager. They don't look like a kid.
I think that I heard somebody said that Lita is actually just legal.
just legal? What?
Maybe 18 to she's about 18 to 20 or something.
I feel like trainer designs have been getting older through the years. Like I think in Black and White they started being like, yeah, they're teenagers. They're not 10.
How old do you think that May and May looks like though? Because May looks slightly older than when she started off.
Yeah.
No.
It was like until sneezed on my neck. Dang cat. Anyway, let's get back to the story.
Yep. You can get back to it after we finish this page if you remember it. Let's see. I know Red Knight will protect us. Well, Red Knight was like, "Why me?
Why do I have to do everything?"
She moves just like a ninja. Danny stated, releasing Caesar. Help us against the booby traps. As the two trainers enter, Redneck follow close behind. Careful now, Polly called, continuing through the gym. Morda shot at them. Redneck stepped in front of them, and they bounced off her metal armor. Pendulum blade swung down, and she caught it before cutting into Stephen's head. Yikes! She then tore it down and threw it aside. A trapdoor opened under Danny, and even before he stopped falling, Redneck pulled him onto solid ground. There's a speed launching up from the ground, and she broke it in half, and her claws as it passed Danny's ear. Getting tired of saving them, Redneck took both trainers in her arms and dashed through the gym. She was like that. She was like, this stinks.
She's like, I'm sick of this. I'm rushing through. Hang on.
And the boys was like, hey. She ran on walls, jumped from room to room until all the traps laid in heaps. Wow, she is really officially the mom in the party.
Yep.
Even though she cannot speak.
Apparently.
I plan on suing this gym when I'm old enough, Danny declared angrily. I'm almost impressed, said a high feminine voice. A woman was standing watching them in a corner. Are you the gym leader? Danny asked as Redneck put them down. Yes, I am. My name is Jane. Is that how you say her name?
Hold on. Is
that how you say her name?
Is that seriously her name? Hold on. I'm trying to... Janine... Pokemon. Yeah, that's her name.
Yes, I am. My name is Janine. Do you wish to challenge me? Yeah, the both of us, Danny replied. I'm afraid I can only battle one of you at a time. Okay. Danny sighed. Steve, you have less badges. You can go first. I choose Mug, exclaimed Janie, throwing out the ooze Pokemon. This is too easy, Steven joked. A 15, blow it away. Sludge attack. Have you never fought a steel type before? Steven asked. The sludge slid off F-15 harmlessly. No poison effects then. No poison effects or effects or something? No poison effect. No poison effect them. Affect them, maybe.
Oh, right.
No poison affect them. Now F-15 sky attack. 15 began charging in a ball of radiant red light. Mug acid armor. Mug became covered by a strong silvery armor. F-15's area attack seemed to be hit a solid wall of steel when it hit Mug. Get through that, Janine laughed. Steel wing. Metal bird took swing after swing at Mug, and for a while nothing seemed to happen.
But a small crack suddenly appeared in the armor. There! F-15! Drill pack the crack now! Mug's acid armor collapsed as F-15's beak drilled through. The pile of poison collapsed into a puddle. I like that. That's nice alliteration there. Pile of poison puddle. Janine screeched. Oh, well, hand over my badge, Stephen demanded. It's like Stephen has got the super advantage against this in this gym fight. Janine let out a loud laugh. I would if I were the gym leader. Suddenly, what was thought to be Janine tore off everything, revealing her to be not the gym leader, but another girl. This was just a trick to wear down your Pokemon. I just pretended to be a gym leader to fight you. Now you have to find the real gym leader. But be warned, there are others in the gym like me. Danny and Stephen were both irritated that they had been tricked. We will be fooled next time, Danny declared. And for your information, your muck failed at weakening my Skarmory at all, Stephen said confidently. maybe I can take care of that. Another Janine had come to them. Ugh, are you the real gym leader? Danny asked. Danny, she's not gonna tell us, Stephen shouted. I'm the real gym leader, replied the Janine. Oh, like we can trust you. Hey, it's Noemi. Noemi? Noemi. I think Noemi. Hello. The real gym leader. She's not going to tell us, blah, blah, blah. Oh, like we could trust you, Stephen said sarcastically. That's it. I'll battle every trainer here if that's what it takes to get a badge, Danny declared. That's the kind of attitude we're looking for, Janine responded. I like you, kid, so I tell you what. Challenge me to a battle and I'll give you a clue as to how to find the real gym leader. This time I'm telling the truth, and just to prove it, I'll reveal myself. Once again, the Janine was revealed to be a different girl. Well, I'll take you up on that offer. So, what will the battle be? 1-on-1, just like the last battle, and I'll use Arbok. Oh, look, a Charbaka. A purple cobra snake came out of a Pokeball and coiled itself up. Alright then, once again it's steel versus poison, Danny announced. Go Red Knight! Arbok used before either trainer could give orders. Arbok was laying senseless on the ground. Dude, Red Knight is like, I am sick of this shit. All of them looked in amazement. How did it do that? The girl wowed. Really? Wowed? Whatever. I guess Red Knight figured fighting poison Pokemon would be a waste of time for her. Danny put his hand behind his head and chuckled. What? A loud cry of outrage arose from the gym, and another Janine jumped into the scene. How dare you disrespect my Pokemon gym with such talk? But it's the truth. Poison Pokemon can't do a thing to Red Knight, Danny answered. I will not stand for this. This childish game ends here. I am the one and only Janine, and I will accept both your challenges, but only if I can battle your Caesar and teach it some respect. Red Knight turned her...
like this. Red Knight is like, someone is salty. I'm going back to sleep.
Red Knight turned her back on Janine. Has this Lumiose music been playing for like 20 minutes? What is happening?
I don't know. What are you playing? I cannot hear anything.
I'm playing like a soundtrack, but hold on. Oh dear God, there's multiple Lumiose versions. There's a Lumiose version. There's a Lumiose version. Yeah, let's get out of Lumiose.
Do you want to play the one that we hear in Arceus? Maybe some, I don't know, Japan.
Here we go.
Japan Xeno music or something.
Okay, we're in Quasartigo. We're in Quasartigo now. Anyway. You're asking. Stand for this, blah, blah, blah. Teach it some respect. Red Knight turned her back on Janine. Fine, you're asking for it now, Danny smiled. I'll fight you first, and since you want to battle Red Knight, I'll let her start it. Okay, and since this gym seems to offend you, we'll fight outside so I can humiliate you in front of all your friends. Talon and the others stood on the sideline as Danny and the gym leader prepared to battle. This is an official gym 2-on-2 battle, declared the ref on the sidelines. The gym leader is not allowed to switch Pokemon, but the challenger may switch at any time. This match has begun! Go forth, Ariados! A spider came from Janine's Pokeball. It was the size of a...
Yeah, it was me. Sorry about that. It was the size of a big dog. That was,
Yeah, you're like, I don't want a spider the size of a big dog. Yeah!
Man, can you imagine if the old bugs from like Jurassic period and before came back, and then we probably would scream our hearts out because the spiders are too damn big.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The yellow and purple striped legs, a spike coming up from his head, and a red, black, and orange stripes on his body. Ariados, the evil form of the Spinarak, The long-legged Pokemon, its beam stings not only from its rear but also from its mouth. It is hard to tell which end is which. I think that you got a typo with there.
Oh,
It is hard to tell.
yeah,
I think
yeah,
that
yeah.
you're trying
Got
to...
it.
Alright, Red Knight, Metal Claw, now! Red Knight's claw shined white and she raised it above her head. Arido's spider web the claw. A sticky white web shot out from Arido's mouth and wrapped around Red Knight's claw. As she ran in, Arido's size jumped sideways and Red Knight missed. Pull the web. The strand of web tightened and pulled Red Knight off her feet. Oh no! Stephen clenched his fist. This isn't good. What is it, Stephen? Polly asked. Gyarados has the perfect way of dealing with Red Knight. What do you mean? Alicia said, confused. Yeah, shouldn't Red Knight be able to break free? And Shelly, Red Knight is one of the strongest Pokemon I have seen. No, you're wrong, Stephen replied. It isn't Red Knight's strength that gives her the advantage in battle. It's her speed. Her attacks with such speed, she doesn't need much physical strength. I don't get it. Here's an example. If you imagine if a mountain were to attack you, sure its size and power seem threatening, but it wouldn't move fast. That's an allegory.
Yeah.
Imagine if a piece of the mountain, like a boulder, was put in a cannon and fired. With the combined mass and speed, it would cause large amounts of damage. I see. So, if the mountain is full of power of Red Knight, but she is storing away most of it and using basically so fast that it causes just as much damage. Exactly. She may use full power after using Sword Dance, but not even that can help it now. Why not? Polly asked. Because Sword Dance requires a spinning motion to work. Does it though? In the game, she just charge up and then that's it.
It's kind of an anime thing. Sword Dance has always required the Pokemon to spin in the anime.
Oh, okay. If Red Knight did that now, she would have just got the web twisted around her. Nice analogies over there, Steve. But this won't be hard at all. Just cut yourself free with your other claw. No, Danny! But it was too late. Ran a closer claw around the web, but instead of breaking it and stuck it. You underestimate Ariados, Janie laughed. Now Ariados teach that metal moron a lesson. What? Now! Oh, I think you're going to say now, yeah. Now, Ariados, teach that metal moron a lesson. Ariados pull on the web hard and whip Red Knight to the ground. Oh no, Red Knight! Get up! Red Knight rose. Good, now attack. She looked like she's going to attack from above, but she ran from the side with her sticky claws. Alright, great strategy. Ariados dodged it easily by jumping above. How? Danny stood stunned. Oh no, the web, Danny! Then Stephen exclaimed. Danny looked at him. It was like a normal web. When an insect flies into a spider web, the spider feels the vibration from the web. Think of it as the spider and the web being one. But that means it will know what Red Knight does the second she's doing it. You get to free Red Knight from the web now, Polly exclaimed. Can you Can you withdraw your Pokemon like that when they got into a sticky situation, or you cannot, right?
There's certain moves that make it so that you can't withdraw your Pokemon. A sticky web kind of makes sense that you wouldn't be able to do it.
So probably kind of like some other ones that you cannot switch, and you're like, why can't I switch? What?
But how? Danny thought. If Red Knight uses Sword Dance, she'll get even more trapped. But if she doesn't, she'll be stuck in that web. Unless there's another way to increase her power without spinning. Got it! Red Knight, bide your time! Danny exclaimed. Red Knight stood there and shut her eyes. Ariados, sonic boom! Sound waves hit Red Knight, but she stood firm. Good. Now, Psybeam! A rainbow light was shot from Ariotos and it bounced off Red Knight's body like nothing. It's working. Psychic! Red Knight was lifted up and thrown back. What have I done? Being connected to the web, Ariotos flew back with Red Knight. As Red Knight hit the outer gym wall, she opened her eyes and broke the webbing apart. Ariotos flew into her arms. Red Knight, end this! The steel Pokemon spun the spider in the air, wrapping its own web around it. Then she kicked it across the area, and it hit against a tree branch. Ariotos unrolled out of the web and swung left and right like a pendulum. No! Janine cried, calling back Ariotos. What just happened? Alicia was stupefied. Ha! Janine isn't as good as she thinks. That's what just happened, Stephen replied. Danny knew he couldn't use Sword Dance to power up Red Knight, so he used Bide instead. While Ariotos was failing to damage her, Red Knight focused her power and broke loose. Also, Janine accidentally used Ariotos' web against itself. Now what are you gonna do, Janine? Danny smirked. Red Knight is just getting started. Go give her one. Go give her one for me, Danny. Alicia cheered. Danny.
Yeah, I think that was a typo. You were like, what was that? Yeah, go give her. Go give her.
Then he blushed and he grimaced as she did so. I will defeat that bug. Mark my words, declared Janine, and I'll start by burning it. What? You have a Pokemon with fire attacks? Danny asked, shocked. That's right. Come on out, Nidoqueen. Oh no.
You got a typo with go giver.
Go giver? What?
You like go give her one for me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that one. And then I think we haven't seen Nidoqueen and Nidoking in ages.
Oh hey, it's Withered Bonnie. Hello Bonnie, welcome to the live stream.
Where were you guys anyways? Because I'm checking the chat, but I don't see anyone watching it.
That came from the vertical stream, I think.
Okay, I could go over and look into it.
Now, what are you going to do? What are you gonna do? Red Knight is disconcerted. Blah blah blah. We did the fire attacks. Nidoqueen come out. Okay, Nidoqueen. Oh no, Nidoqueen is capable of learning at least one attack of every type, and I know for a fact that she can learn Flamethrower and Fire Blast. So what? Danny gave a loud laugh. So what? It can't burn what it can't catch. Red Knight, agility! Nidoqueen, Flamethrower! Red Knight skipped around so fast she looked like a streak of red. Nidoqueen was unable to land one fire attack successfully. Now Red Knight focused energy! Red Knight stood in one spot in a deep meditation. Do it now! Nidoqueen, Flamethrower! Janine exclaimed. The fire was closing in on Red Knight. This match is already over! You're right, and I've won! Red Knight! Slash quick! Danny declared. Red Knight disappeared in a flash and reappeared on the other side of the gym in a crouching position. The flame coming from Nidoqueen's mouth dissipated into nothing, and she fell towards the floor. Impossible! Janine gasped with her eyes open wide. But how? Polly shuddered. Like I said, it's all about speed, Stephen answered. I don't even know what happened, but I think Red Knight ran to the right of Nidoqueen and cut a deep wound into her stomach. How can you tell? Alicia asked. Look at Red Knight's left wing. Stephen pointed out the wing that they had just noticed that the badly burned. That's how I knew which side she attacked from. I lost. Janine's mouth dropped. Oh yeah, only one more badge now. Danny threw his fist straight up. Now it's my turn. Stephen stepped forward. Janine, since you lost so badly against one steel Pokemon, I will make you fight mine. I promise that I will not use any of my steel Pokemon to battle you.
Why does it make you sound a little bit better? That doesn't seem to make her better though. Don't you guys need to heal up your dudes first? I don't think that they heal up their dudes first, though. I think.
Huh.
They don't recover their Pokemons first. Like maybe go to things like that and then
Oh
fix them
yeah,
up.
they didn't go to a Pokemon. Well, I mean, I guess for the most part, Steven's Pokemon was just used for flying, not battle.
Okay. You regret it. Oh, that sounds threatening. Let's begin. We'll see how she handles the heat. Come on, Hot Spike. Fire. Oh, well, in that case, I choose Quillfish. Jamie's Pokemon was a blue ball with short spike covering its body. Is that the one that we saw in the DLC, by the way?
Maybe.
What, that one with the spiky look like a blowfish?
Oh yeah.
It had a flat beaver-like tail, it yellow stomach and fishy legs. Compared to a hot spike, it was a shrimp. Quillfish, the balloon Pokemon. To fire the spikes, it must inflate its body by drinking over 2.6 gallons of water all at once. That's a very specific amount of water.
Yeah, it's a very specific amount of water, yes.
This is gonna be over fast. Then he said to himself, I hope not, Danny. Stephen responded. I've been looking forward to this battle. I won't disappoint you, Janie grinned. Quillfish, water gun, hot spike, earthquake. Should beat this poison type, no problem. Let me look it up then. That little guy looks exactly like Quillfish. I cannot spell. Wait, actually, they do look very adorable, and they do look like a blowfish.
Yeah,
spikes.
they look like blowfish.
Hold up, let me just oh, this is a bad time. Okay, hot spike, earthquake should do this Pokemon poison type no problem. Curious waters are tapped by the hot spike, but did a little. It stomped on the floor and it shook open large cracks. Quillfish, extend your spikes to the floor. Hold up. Let me just woo. Okay. I don't get it. What did you do that for? What is it trying to do? Like now, Quillfish spike pinned on down, and the earthquake had no effect. Good. Now use water again, but this time aim for those wild cracks. Quillfish shot water all over the cracks and filled them to the brim. Go into the cracks. Everyone gasped. I get it now. Janie filled those cracks with water to make canals. Of course. Stephen. Stephen was enlightened. Now Quillfish can walk in the water and only come up to attack. That's right. Janie winked. A great strategy, but Hotspike can just thunder punch at the water and hit it. Not if he's under constant attack. Pin missile. Needle of light were fired at Hotspike and the source kept changing every second. Quillfish was swinging around like mad. Hotspike used thunder punch. That attack is weak. Maybe so, but not so. Hydro pump. Let's see. What? Stephen cried. In a second, the can of water disappeared and a fully expanding Quillfish jumped up. With his mouth open, the wide water exploded out in a single shot. That's a nice one. Horsebite felt like he was getting hit by a boulder of liquid. The fire Pokemon fell in defeat. Guess I showed you, Janie bragged. Maybe, but I have a feeling you showed yourself too. Look at your Pokemon. Indeed, Quillfish is lying on his back and completely tired. Both trainers recalled their Pokemons. Now it was the final match. So it came down to this. I won't lose. Go, Nido King. Okay? Seriously, what happened to the hamster Pokemons anyway? Because we have been waiting update on them.
Hamtaro.
Are they actually hamsters? I don't think they do look like hamsters, but they don't evolve. um, I'm going to bring Crusher will see to a Nidoking Thunderbolt. Oh, please, dodge it, Crusher. Crusher jumped aside to dodge Nidoking. Good, now you serve. Wave a beer and Crusher roll it across the gym, but before they could reach Nidoking, all the water spread into the cracks. Look, your soup was eaten up by the cracks you made. I made. Is it? Did he make the? I don't. I think that she made the cracks though.
I think the cracks were made when Steven's Pokemon used Earthquake.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Oh, that's okay. Exactly. What? But if your Pokemon goes in Nidoking, we'll just use Thunderbolt. Go into the water, Crusher, and go dive deeper when I shout. What is he doing? Danny asked himself. Crusher jumped in. You fool! Nidoking Thunderbolt the water!
Crusher, dig now and come up after! Dig? Polly said, puzzled. Electricity surged through the water. It's over now. You better fish your Pokemon out, Janine pitied. Hydro pump, Crusher! Huh? Janine cried. The floor behind Nidoking broke, and Crusher leapt out. He shot a water blast that knocked Nidoking backwards. He tumbled into a crack which widened so much that he fell in entirely. After a minute, Janine called him back. How did you get my Pokemon to be safe underwater from the electric attack and take the win? Well, Crusher dug deeper into the floor and blocked the water off. Then he simply dug to the area behind Nidoking. I've never seen anything like that. Janine was stunned. You truly deserve this badge. It was a good battle. Hey, what about me? Danny shouted. I won faster. No fair.
This is a short chapter. What the heck?
Yeah, it was a short chapter. But I was like, I read it and I was like, this is really short. Meh, moving on. Chapter 31. The Princess
Also, I
Problem.
feel like if we are going to have a rematch if maybe in the future if they are going to challenge her again, she probably will be better. I think that this is because she took over her father's mantle earlier. I think that it was not too long since she took over her father's mantle. Maybe that's why she is not very experienced on doing that. She's probably going to get stronger and getting better Pokemons from it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know. Who knows?
Chapter 30. Well, I guess I know because I wrote the story, but I'm not saying.
Shut up! You're like, I'm not going to say anything.
Is this the last chapter before? Hold on. So we're on page 18. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Carrie, this is the last I wrote as a teenager.
Whoa! Do you want to finish it?
Yeah, let's try. We got what, like 12 pages left? That's not bad. And then next time we'll be reading stuff that I wrote recently. Can you believe it?
Holy crap! You probably will have your writing style probably will be very different.
Chapter 31: The Princess Problem.
For a second I thought that it was like, hey, we got to France already.
Yeah. The young group were now saying.
Are there any other princess-like Pokemon other than Board? Anyways, sorry for interrupting.
Not that I can think of. The young group are now saying goodbye to the gym leader at the front door. Janine apologized to them for being so rude earlier, as she should. I'm sorry, I just thought that you were the kind of trainers who think they can just go around with steel types and cream everyone. I don't know why you thought that, Stephen chuckled while blushing. He realized that Janine had just described his earlier Pokemon trainer career. Well, I feel I can trust you now, Janine said. So, where are you headed? To where I get my last badge, Danny answered. I guess the closest gym now is on Cinnabar Island. Oh, this is a great coincidence, Janine grinned. What is? Asked Stephen. Well, the quillfish I just used in battle has been uptight and restless lately, and I know why. It wants to migrate with its kind. Quillfish group will be swimming past Cinnabar any day now. Do you think you could take Quillfish and release it into the group? No problem, Danny replied. Since that's where we're going, why not? Thank you. Just be sure you arrive on the island before the quillfish pass by. You know, I don't even know why I included this in the story, because it's like...
I thought that
I must have had some, like... some idea to do with this quillfish, but, like, when I continued the story years later, I was like, the fuck am I supposed to do with this thing?
do you think that I was thinking about maybe he was thinking maybe you were thinking about you want Janine to join them in their thingy, but then not really, and then you change it to like, can you just release my dude like that?
That's it. They are now entering the Pokemon Center in the city. That's a weird sentence. I don't like that.
Dude, what the Cinnabar Island? So I thought I can hear Cinnabar's theme for a moment.
Afterwards, they headed to the Pokemon Center in the city. There we go. That sounds better. We better go in and get some... Where was I? We better go in and get some food and rest for tonight, Steven suggested. Food! Danny ran in. Boy, does that kid ever get full? Steven asked. After a hearty meal, I hate it whenever I call them heroes. Because it sounds too much like the Pokemon anime. Our heroes, da-da-da! Our young trainers retired. The young trainers retired for the night. But little did any of them know what tomorrow would bring. Then he yawned and stretched his arms. Good morning! Good morning! I actually did a real yawn. He said, blinking his eyes. As he climbed out of bed and left the empty bedroom, he saw something extremely odd. Usually a Pokemon Center had one Nurse Joy and several Chansey and Blissey at work helping trainers. And that was what the center was like last night. Today, however, some men in white coats, probably doctors, were serving trainers. Also, the Pokemon helpers were all male. Not a Chansey or Blissey in sight. Danny went over to
the table. What is this? Male harem.
Danny went over to a table where his friends were sitting. Hey, Steve, what's... Stephen got up and pulled Danny and Talon outside. I'll tell you what's up, Danny. The clock has counted off till doomsday. It's like, what? What do you mean? Danny yawned, still sleepy. Today is Princess Festival Day. Dun dun! What?
I don't get the joke.
Danny's eyes opened wide. No, not that. What is Princess Festival Day? Talon asked. You're joking, right? Stephen questioned. No, I've never heard of it. You're lucky, Talon, Danny replied. I've had to go through many a Princess Festival. Once a year, around this time, Princess Festival Day is held. On this terrible day, women and girls get total control. They get free refreshments, bargains on clothes, the most humiliating thing of all, you guys have to do everything we say, Polly finished. Danny's head slowly jerked to look back, as if he was afraid to see a ghost.
You guys have something like that in where you live? Maybe because it's a girl's day, and then you're like, Mom, no.
We just have Mother's Day.
What? That soon?
We just when it comes to like celebration of girls' days in America, Mother's Day is what we have.
Yeah, I thought that it was in May or something, and you said it just now, and I'm like, wait, when?
No. I'm saying like that the only holiday we have that celebrates women is Mother's Day.
I thought I was like, do you celebrate the Japanese Girls' Day in America too? Whoa, like that.
Oh, damn all the yawning. You get free. Blah, blah, blah. You guys have to do everything we say. Now let's get shopping. Ugh, Danny said. Danny moaned. Miles away, back.
I see that you actually put in your frustration with your mother doing a shopping spree in shopping malls in there.
Yep. Miles away, back in Celadon, Susan sat alone outside the gym. The other girls who worked in the gym were out enjoying the holiday. I bet Polly is having fun right now, she sighed. Susan! Eric now stood in front of her. The jerk. Blushing, he gave her a blue small box that looked like a box that held a piece of jewelry. She took it and opened it to reveal the most wonderful thing she had ever seen. It was a necklace with a thin golden chain and a flower shape hanging at the bottom, made different colored stones. It's beautiful, Eric! She put it around her neck. Eric looked frozen solid and was still blushing. Susan stood up and looked at him closer. On a hill behind some bushes, someone was watching them.
It was being creepy.
So the leader of Team Rocket has a girlfriend. This could be useful. And there we go. Hold on, my character's spazzing out. Danny's worst fears became reality. He was trapped in a department store surrounded by racks of clothes, bargain bins, and...
Oh no, you were trapped!
barns and bins and crowds of girls. Polly bought dozens of clothes and made him and the other boys carry them all. Oh my gosh. However, the worst part was watching Polly and the others try on the clothes and ask stupid questions like, how does this look? Does this match my eyes? Or should I get one or two? Tal and Steven answered positively every time, but Danny just laid back and started trying to sleep. Of course, at lunchtime, Danny got really upset. He could only get something small because he was a boy. But even though the girls could get a lot they didn't. They wanted to keep a low weight. Well, then why don't you get a lot of food and I'll eat? He suggested to Polly. You know that's against the rules, Danny, Polly replied. Ugh! Danny shook his fist. A loudspeaker began announcing things in a man's voice. Attention, ladies! We would like to remind you that a formal dance will be held in the evening at the Fuchsia Plaza. A formal dance? Alicia and Shelley exclaimed. Danny, will you take me? They both said at the same time, but Danny wasn't there anymore. Well, where did he go?
Danny ran away. He was like, ah!
This is like, I don't want anything to do with this. My guess is he ran the second he heard. Talon replied, Grr, we have to find him, Polly declared, upset. No way am I going to that dance, Danny told himself as he made his way through the crowd. He kept going until he bumped into someone. Sorry, mister, he said it. He said it before he even saw who he hit. Danny, is that you? Danny looked up and saw his father staring back at him. Dad, it's you! The father and son hugged each other. Kyle was nestled safely in a cushion pack that was strapped securely to Dan's back? That sounds weird, but whatever. The toddler was taking a nap right now. Danny was carrying a heavy load of bags and boxes. What are you doing here? Well, it is Princess Day, and when your mother saw the great deal, she just had to come down here. Where's Polly and the rest of your friends? Oh, well, I kind of got lost, Danny lied. It's not too hard to get lost in a place like this. Man, I've never seen so many women in one place before. Dear, what do you think of this one? Danny's mother came out from a dressing room. She had on a bright
Oh, dang.
sleeveless red dress. Oh, it looks... oh, it looks... I don't know why us is here. It looks good on you, Cass. Danny struggled to compliment her. What? Oh, Danny dear. I don't know why I said struggled to compliment. Whatever. Oh, Danny dear. She took notice of her son. How nice to see you again. How is your journey going? Great. I only need one more badge. Dan saw that Danny was carrying 7 Pokeballs. Danny, why are you carrying one too many Pokemon? Oh, I got a quillfish from a gym leader in Fuchsia City. Need to release it in the sea around Cinnabar Island. That was very grown up of you to offer, Danny, Dan complimented. There he is! Danny looked and saw Polly and the others charging in. Well, I gotta be off now. Danny was off in a flash. Polly stopped in front of her mother. Polly, dear, what's going on? Cassie asked. Danny is running from us so he doesn't have to do anything on Princess Festival, Polly explained. What? But he told me that... Dan stopped as Jack and his family appeared in front of him. Whoa, everyone's showing up now. Jack? Hey, Dan, small Pokemon world, huh? At least Jack is admitting that the world belongs to Pokemon. What are you doing here? Dan asked. The same as you. He's the same you are. Barbara, is that you? Cassie grinned. Cassie, it's good to see you again. Oh, that's a cute outfit, Barbara complimented. Everyone seemed happy for the reunion except for Polly. She was still too upset with Danny to care. Maybe we should go look for Danny, Steven suggested. Don't bother, Polly huffed. If he wants to be a jerk about this sacred day, then let him. He's not going to ruin it for me. I know. I know. Why don't we all go shopping together? Jeez, is that all you people do on this day? Cassie suggested to Barbara. Sounds good to me, Barbara replied. My psychic sense is warning me to make a run for it, Dad. Greg spoke telepathically to Jack. I like Jack's response here. Your turn, Carrie?
Yeah, sure, no problem. Oh, geez, wait, let me just change this very... yeah, you have been reading for me for quite a while. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
To be interesting. What? I already invite. Hold on, let me just... I was multitasking at the same time. Elect leader. Okay, elect. There we go. Not yet. Everyone is on their guard. The girls seem to be staring at the boys if they would pounce on them any moment's notice. It's not a big deal, guys. No need to get all your fangs out or something. I mean, like, you can be upset, but there's that. Let's see. Let me just okay, this is good. Okay, where we Susan and Eric were having a picnic on the hill with long
you
grass
missed
and...
this part.
Not yet. Jack responded with caution. They're on their guard. The girls seem to be staring at the boys as if they were pouncing.
Oh, that's right. You did read this. Never mind. Okay.
No, that's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I got this. Susan and Eric were having a picnic on the hill with long grass that whipped back and forth. They had food laid out on a blanket. All of them had their Pokemon out eating with them. This is good. Susan said, taking a bite of a sandwich. Eric, I'm really glad that you came today. Everyone has gym left early. Oh, we're getting an interesting
You still there?
Yep, I'm still here. Let's see. Eric could only think of one thing at the moment, and it was how stupid he was for doing this. The rocket leaders weren't supposed to go on picnics with girls. He felt two sides of them are pulling apart. On one side, his strong will command him to command rockets, and the other was his love for Susan. I feel like she's going to say no to you anyways.
Seriously, once she learns the truth, idiot.
Susan, he gazed at her. Yeah? Why do you like me? I'm with Team Rocket. I thought you hated it. I do hate them, but I like you because deep down you are not like Team Rocket. You got a typo there.
Deep down inside. Yeah, okay.
What's up with people speed typing and autocorrect them into something like that? What do you mean? Eric sounded like he almost insulted from her reply. Why do you feel insulted? That's the truth.
Yeah.
Alright, I can finally move back into this. The day that you saved me in the park, I saw something inside you. It was good and not bad, which is why I felt so badly about you getting hurt. Not to mention you saved me. I'm not good, Eric thought to himself. I can't be. Can I? He struggled with the truth and came to no conclusion. You don't know me. Eric told Susan. I do know you because I knew the second I saw you that you were someone special. Susan stood up and so did Eric. It was a sudden impulse, and Eric didn't know where coming from, but he wrapped his arms around her. But, don't ever leave me, Eric. I promise. Evil eyes were sparring on the couple. Team Rocket will be mine. The spider laughed softly. Back in the city, the girls continued the shopping while Jack gets Dan updated on Danny's progress. Now this time would be Meow then. Wow, my son is packing some serious power with his Pokemon. I didn't realize he had gotten this good this fast. It is peculiar, there's no doubt about that, Jack responded. I can't explain it myself. So Polly, do you think it would look good on me? Shelley asked. She was going to try on an indigo skirt. Yeah, sure. Has anyone seen Alicia lately? I saw her go in that direction, Linda answered. She said she was going to get some food. Food sounds good about right now, Stephen moaned. He was very, very bored. Oh, I'm not so sure. That's why she left, Polly thought. Oh, where is he? Alicia was in the middle of a crowd. She was holding an ice cream cone and licking it constantly. Danny! She called out, hoping he would answer. Danny was hiding behind a building with his Pokemons, and they were eating some food and he had bought. All his Pokemon were eating up, but Red was standing on the side. This is a great hiding spot, right, guys? All his Pokemon except Red Knight nod. There you are! Alicia ran over as she saw Danny. Oh, you found us. Danny sighed.
Danny, we've been worried about you, she said. I can take care of myself, he replied. Danny, relax. Sit down and have something with us. Well, okay. Alicia joined them and finished her ice cream. Danny, why did you run away? Well, Danny put his arm behind his head and looked baffled. I just don't like Princess Festival. Every year, Polly does the same thing. She makes me do everything she wants. Alicia's about to respond. The voice came out from a live speaker and stopped her. Attention, all female trainers. Before the dance, a tournament is going to be held. All female trainers may enter. However, you must have a minimum of 6 Pokemon. The prize will be a gift certificate for 500 at the Fuchsia department store. 500. Whatever. For further details, see the information desk in the city square. Wow, a tournament. I wish I could enter, Danny said sadly. Linda and Polly ran to their mothers, who were both sitting down on the bench to take a break. Mom, did you hear? Linda asked Barbara excitedly. Yes, it was just about impossible not to, Barbara answered. That voice hurt my ears. Well, are you going to enter? Sorry, dear, but I think I'll sit this one out. All this shopping is giving me back pain. Well, I'll enter then, Linda stated. I'll enter too, Polly followed. Linda looked a little surprised at Polly. Gee, I've never seen you Pokemon battle before, Polly. Well, if you really want to lose to me, then I guess you can enter. We'll see who will be losing, Polly replied. They stared at each other down. This should be good, Greg thought. Danny and Alicia were spying on them from around the corner of a building. Polly battling? This is gonna be good, Danny grinned. While they're all saying, this is gonna be good, this is gonna be good. Hey, what the? Hey, has anyone seen Arcanine? I let her go for a walk and she hasn't come back yet. Excuse me, miss.
No.
Man spoke to Linda. Is this your Pokemon? He had an Arcanine on his side. You need to keep this Pokemon in its ball or on a leash. It was digging up the ground on the stadium. Oops, sorry about that. Linda chuckled and recalled her Pokemon. After signing up, Linda and Polly entered a... The rest of this chapter is just going to be battles, isn't it?
You're like, I mean, like, if you want to take a break from and go watch cartoons, you can pause it at some time.
Sure. Do. How long have we been doing this? An hour, 36 minutes.
Really impressive. Also, your character looks very angry. I have no idea why.
Yeah, I just stopped him from being angry. Let's just continue on for now, I guess. And just start Circular Stadium. A big monitor screen randomly lined up the competitors into battling groups. Polly and Linda were not assigned to each other in the beginning. All the battles before the finals were 2-on-2. The final match was to be 6-on-6. The stadium was rather large. It's filled with people in the battleground of a desert-like area with rocks scattered around. Linda was up first against a 10-year-old girl. Go Diglett! The girl shouted. Go Arcanine! Linda cried. Linda's like, I will fucking kill your Pokemon! Little girl. Dig underground, ordered the girl. Arcanine, you dig too. Both Pokemon burrowed deep under the soil. For about a minute, it was impossible to tell what was happening, and the earth began shaking. What's going on? Is it an earthquake attack? Asked the girl trainer. No, my Arcanine was just using extreme speed to dig faster, Linda replied. Your turn?
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm here. Sorry, I was just watching videos of people spinning their cat hair into urine.
Oh, interesting.
I don't think your cat can do that though, because he's too sleek. No, my Arcanine was just using extreme speed to dig faster. Linda replied. What? Arcanine broke out of the ground, leaving a thick cloud of dust. Now, use Ember! Large fireballs shot out of Arcanine's mouth and exploded the ground as Diglett popped its head out. Diglett fainted instantly. Come back! Now go, Corsola! The new Pokemon looks like a chunk of coral reef. By the way, how do you feel about the ghost version of this poor thing in Ebola?
It's tragic, and really, it may be one of the saddest Pokemon that's ever been created.
What are the other saddest then? Let me finish this page, then you can tell me. Its top half was pink and its bottom was white. It's made of horn-like parts coming out of the top. What is that? Polly watched from the side and used her Pokédex. Corsola, the coral Pokemon. The ponds of this head absorb nutrients from clean water. It cannot survive in polluted water.
Oh my god! It's like that. If there is polluted water, this is how you get Galarian Corsola.
And it will get up, and it will curse you if you upset it. Excellent. The trainer laughed. Corsola is rock and water type, so your fire attacks are weak against it. And who says I need to use fire attacks? Linda smirked. Ground attacks will do just fine. What? Oh, on the ground. Corsola, water gun now! Arcanine tunneled under and before the water touched it. Good boy, now come up. Arcanine broke the ground and knocked Corsola back. Use recover. Corsola's damage was removed and it got back up, ready for another round. Alright, it might be able to heal itself as far as damage goes, but let's see how it does when it's paralyzed. Use Dragon Breath. A smoky flamethrower ignites from Arcanine's mouth and headed for Corsola. Don't think so. A cult. A shining barrier surrounded Corsola and sent the blue flame back into Arcanine. This isn't good, Linda thought. One of Arcanine's main strengths is his speed. Jack pointed out, let's see how Linda handles her handicapped Pokemon. Just to make sure you don't try that again, Corsola put up Safeguard. A blue veil covered Corsola. Now use Hydro Punch. Corsola shot a water blast at Arcanine and it couldn't dodge. Slowly the dog collapsed. You did great, Arcanine, Linda smiled as she had him return to his ball. Okay, then I'm a psychic, but I don't even look. But can't even, without looking into the future, I can see that this battle would be over in 3 moves. It's time, Wigglytuff. I still remember that side quest we got. That was a really weird one.
Oh yeah, the stinky Wigglytuff.
You may be right. What's all that? Rock Smash. Move 1. Sunny Day. Wigglytuff was hit hard by the attack, but summoned a sunny light anyway. Change it to Ring and use Ring Dance. Disable Corsola. Wigglytuff stretched its arms forward and Corsola was leaped off the ground by a blue field of light. Wait, can she do that? Can they do that? Wait, can they use Psychic? I think that they can.
Yeah.
Corsola. Now, Wigglytuff, finish it! Sprites of light entered Wigglytuff and it shot a solar beam from its mouth so bright it made Corsola vanish in the light. Oh dear. Geez, talk about overkill, as Stephen pointed out. Solar beam is strong against both of Corsola's types. The trainer picked up Corsola after the explosion was over. Looks like this round goes to Linda Syra. The announcer declared the next match is Polly Dragonson versus Helen Adams.
Oh my gosh, Helen Adams is the most basic name.
Can you think of something better?
Like Jill Adams. Jane Adams. Let's see. Come on, Polly. You can beat her. Polly's parents cheered on. Polly walked onto the battleground, blushing but smiling. Her opponent, Helen, was her age. Had long, wavy brown hair, short skirt, and small glasses. Start the match, shouted the announcer. I'll use my Tauros, Helen announced, bringing out her bull Pokemon. Okay, then I choose Girafarig. Tauros, take down! Tauros charged at Girafarig as the ground thundered beneath its weight. Girafarig, stomp attack! Girafarig leapt in the air and Tauros came down to a halt under it. And as Tauros came to a halt under it, Tauros, icy wind! Upward! Upward, then move! Girafarig began coming down with its front hooves, but it was met with a frigid wind that slowed its fall. Tauros easily evaded the blow. Wow, Polly said. Helen turned it completely around on Polly, Stephen pointed out. Okay, fine, Girafarig, speed up with agility! But Polly's Pokemon galloped about, increasing its speed. Tauros, pursuit! Tauros dashed and began gaining on Girafarig. No, that's a dark attack! It's Girafarig's one weakness! Greg realized, sounding alarmed. Ha! Talk about an amateur move, Jack laughed. Huh, what do you mean, Dad? Greg asked, as if everyone looked at Jack with a confused look. Any experienced trainer knows that weakness and resistance isn't everything. Just watch this. Tauros was finally close to Girafarig, and it attacked with pursuit. However, it seemed to merely tap Girafarig. You see? Though Girafarig is weakness to dark, pursuit is a special attack, and Tauros' special attack strength is a joke. That's true. Let's see. Thanks for getting your Tauros close to Giraffe Rig, Helen. Polly smiled. Now, Giraffe Rig, crunch! Giraffe Rig's back head bit onto one of Tauros's horns. What? Helen exclaimed. Finish it, Giraffe Rig! Rock smash now! With Tauros's still held tight by its other head, Giraffe Rig ran towards a tower of rock and spun about. The action slung Tauros against the rocks, breaking them and flinging Tauros away. Yes! Polly yelled silently. Oh, well done, Jack complimented. Wow, Polly used her Pokemon's second head to her advantage. Yeah, okay, I gotta admit, that was pretty cool writing right there. Using Giraffe Rig's other head to attack like that was pretty cool.
She is a good strategist. We are very proud of her.
Helen just stared on in amazement. I better be careful if I end up battling her. But that's only if she moves on. Helen moved to her next Pokemon, Miltank. You won't win this time, she declared, a little upset about how the battle had gone. Go, Miltank! Roll out! Miltank jumped and flipped into a roll that shot her out like a wheel. Before Polly even reacted, Giraffe Rig was tripped onto its side. Oh no, Giraffe Rig, she exclaimed. Good job, Miltank. Now go back and use Dynamic Punch. After a tight turn, Miltank rolled back and came out of the roll to attempt an explosive punch. Baton Pass, Giraffe Rig! Giraffe Rig disappeared from the field and into Polly's Pokeball. And now you're up, Skiploom. You bring out Skiploom? Is this a joke? Helen taunted. Don't underestimate my Skiploom. It may surprise you. Skiploom, sunny day! This'll be easy. Miltank, blizzard! But Miltank blew out an icy storm from her mouth, and it appeared to go through it. What? An after image, Danny declared. Now Skiploom, amnesia! With amnesia, Skiploom now had a stronger defense against special attacks, as well as increased speed from Giraffe Rig's Baton Pass move. All right, Polly will win this for sure, Cassie smiled. Don't be so sure, Dan responded, less sure of the situation. Dan's right. I've seen this situation turn around with a single move before. All right, I guess he's going to say move there. It's kind of blank. Nice try, Polly, but Miltank knows Psych Up, Helen informed. Polly gasped as Miltank used Psych Up to gain all the stat enhancements Skiploom had. Miltank, Ice Punch! Miltank jumped up to a rock and then to Skiploom, who was floating just above. Miltank swiped its arm around, hitting the grass Pokemon in the back and sending it to the ground. Oh no, Skiploom! Polly shouted. Skiploom bounced along the ground in pain. It was chilled by the cold punch and shivered. Skiploom, be warmed by the sun. Be warmed by the sun and use synthesis. Yes, with the sun out, Skiploom will be healed entirely, Steven announced. Miltank, don't let it heal. Use Ice Beam. A blast of ice shot down towards Skiploom. It felt the warm rays of the sun and recovered its strength. That beam will finish it off, and for sure if it hits, Dan declared alarmed. Skiploom is double weak to ice, just like Dragonite, because of its flying grass type. Skiploom, jump up as high as you can! Polly commanded. Skiploom jumped just before the beam hit. It jumped so high, so fast that no one knew where it went. Where did Skiploom go? Helen asked. Did it jump to the moon? Greg asked. Incorrect, son, but if you said the sun, you'd be half right. The sun? Steven sounded confused. Ha ha! I get it now, Dan realized. Everyone, try to look at the sun. Don't tell people to do that, Dan! It's like everyone look directly in the sun. Burn your eyes out! My eyes are burning! The sun was bright and was hard to look at, but when squinting, you could see... Hold on. A tiny dot slowly floating downward. Oh, and son, you were wrong about one thing, said Jack. It isn't Skiploom anymore. The dot falling out of the sky was actually a Jumpluff. It evolved while it was in the sun, Steven grinned. All right, Jumpluff, now go! Jumpluff sped up and began a spiraling downward dive for Miltank. Miltank, Ice Beam, Jumpluff, Solar Beam! This battle is over, Jack announced. The Ice Beam climbed up towards Fast to meet Jumpluff. It took a second charge a second to charge, but Jump shot a wide, blazing green beam that broke through the ice beam like it was paper. Miltank was completely absorbed by it and disappeared in the blast. As the dust settled, Jump landed, and Miltank was lying on her back. Polly Dragonson moves to the next round, the announcer yelled. The crowds cheered, and Dan and Cassie jumped up and down with pride. Linda stood up at a distance, smiling, and walked away. Danny, did you hear that? Your sister is in the tournament. Alicia overheard the loudspeaker. Polly is battling? Danny sounded shocked. I can't miss this one. Come on. The tournament continued, and Polly and Linda moved up. Polly Smeargle fought a Yanma in one battle and won with a rock throw attack. Yanma is a Pokemon that looks like a dragonfly. It has black wings, legs, a red body, and what looks like a green mask over its eyes. Linda's reverse giraffe rig won in a match against a muck with confusion. Both trainers advanced to the final battle, a 4-on-4 match. Danny and Alicia watched all the battles from a high up in the stands where their family and friends couldn't see them. Danny, I can barely see from way up here, Alicia complained. I can make them out, Danny replied. Hey, Polly's going to fight Linda. This is going to be good. You already said that 3 times. But I'll leave it. What are the odds?
I'm taking no word.
What are the odds of this, Polly? Linda asked as
Linda asked as two of them walked to their place of the field. Both of us speaking it here. Isn't it a little bit unbelievable? It's kind of strange, yes. Well, I will battle you. The referee began the match. Now show me what you got. Houndoom, go now. Lapras, I need you. I'm here. That's what he said. I'm here. Lapras spoke telepathically. Wow, a telepathic Lapras. Linda sounded impressed. Houndoom, solar beam. Can they do that? Can our big doggo do that?
Yeah, it can.
Okay. Lapras, confused Ray. Houndoom charged up for his next attack. A beam of light flashed and made it stumble back. Body slam. Come on, Houndoom, come to your senses. Lapras rushed to Houndoom with the full force of his body behind it. Full
force.
What do we got next? The next time full fighters, but it's really a full. Of his body behind it, Houndoom walked back and forth, then surprisingly it used Solar Beam on Lapras in the last second. The beam severely damaged Lapras and she fell onto her side. Oh no, returned! Not yet. Lapras refused and used Hydro Pump on Houndoom before fainting. Still confused, Houndoom fell over as well. Okay, let's go lock the door. I'll be back.
Okay.
What is this?
Right here.
Right here, okay. Wow, they took each other out with powerful attacks. Danny was enjoying the fight. You saw what happened. At least you sound surprised. After you see Solar Beam and Hydro Pump dozens of times, it's pretty easy to notice it from a distance. Your Lapras packs a punch. I think you got a typo there again.
Lapras packs a punch?
Your Lapras
this
packs
is always with the your, I swear.
Linda said excitedly, Are all your Pokemon that strong? Oh, another one. Yeah, right there again.
All your Pokemon.
That's wrong. Well, I guess. Polly replied, not knowing what to say. Good job, Polly, Dan cheered. Keep it up, Cassie added. Linda, try and knock one of Pokemon out without yours fainting. Greg criticized his sister. Ay. Don't talk don't talk that way to your sister. Okay, I'm sorry, just let go. Next up, Polly brings up Smeargle against Linders. A Smeargle, huh? This is going to be tricky. Linda thought to herself. That Pokemon can use any number of attacks. Phew, I'll never know what happened next. He's a Beagle! He's a Beagle! Don't worry about it!
Okay, Smeargle. Use Lock On. Smeargle targeted Granbull. Oh, so that's your plan, Polly. Target me and use some powerful but inaccurate attack? I don't think I'll let you. I'll let you. Granbull, use Roar! With a loud roar, Granbull sent Smeargle back to its ball. Fine, Polly said a little angry. Okay, go jump left. Use Cotton Spore. Granbull, scary face. Granbull gave its opponent a scary look, and Jump Left responded by throwing spores at it. Both Pokemon slowed in their movements. Granbull, Ice Punch. Ice Punch. Jump Left, get away now. Still slowed down by the scary face, Jump Left hopelessly flops about. Granbull lunges in with a frosty blow, sending Jump Left flying in a frozen ice cube. Polly calls it back as it hits the ground. Linda's in the lead now, Greg pointed out. The parents cheered as their daughters on, while Danny remained high up in the stands. I hope Smeargle is up to it this time, Polly said silently. Go Smeargle! Granbull, use! Linda began, but was interrupted by Polly. Smeargle! Horn drill! Granbull, dodge! Oh no! Linda exclaimed as she realized what was going to happen. Smeargle turned its tail into a drill and stabbed Granbull in the stomach. Linda's Pokemon fell. What? But how could it? Barbara was shocked. Jump Left helped out after all, Jack laughed. What do you mean? Greg asked. Jump Left's Cotton Spore greatly decreased Jump Left's speed, Dan answered. Yes, Jack continued, and then it was too slow to dodge Smeargle's one hit greatly no, hold on. Jump Left's Cotton Spore greatly reduced Granbull's speed. There we go. I had a little mistake there. Dan answered, yes, Jack continued, and then it was too slow to dodge Smeargle's one-hit KO attack. Granbull, return, Linda commanded. Nice trick, Polly, but your Smeargle won't be lucky next time. I choose Giraffe Rig. Linda's strange reverse Giraffe Rig appeared on the battlefield. Now, Giraffe Rig, use agility! Giraffe Rig galloped across the arena. Smeargle, haze attack! A dark fog covered the field, stopping Giraffe Rig. Giraffe Rig, confuse Ray. Smeargle, safeguard! A shield of blue light covered Smeargle, deflecting the confusion. Fine. Giraffe Rig, hyper beam! Linda shouted, sounding very upset. No, what is she thinking? Jack exclaimed. She's going berserk! Greg squeaked. Why is she using hyper beam? Dan asked. She's getting tired of all her moves being blocked, Barbara explained. She must be trying to knock Smeargle out fast, Jack observed. But if I'm correct... Counter it, Smeargle! Polly exclaimed. I knew it. Giraffe Rig's beam collided with a barrier and was stopped in its tracks. However, a moment later, the barrier broke. The beam split in two. One exploded on Smeargle and the other sent back to Giraffe Rig. Whoa! Hey, it's, welcome to the live stream, my friend. Kerrang? Am I pronouncing that right? Kerrang? But yeah. You just entered a pretty intense Pokemon battle here. Smeargle was left laying smoldering on its back, while Giraffe Rig remained breathing heavily on its wobbly legs. Smeargle,
Man, can you imagine if they actually allowed to use healing items in fights like that? We could go on forever until we run out of medicine.
Seriously, Smeargle, enough. Take a rest now. What is she going to use next? Linda thought. Polly is down to her last Pokemon now, Danny realized. Oh no, at least she gasped. I'll use Cubone as my last Pokemon. No way! Danny got up and raced down to the stands. Wait for me, Alicia yelled. Polly, what are you thinking? Danny yelled at her. Do you want to start reading or should I continue?
Yeah. What are you thinking? Danny yelled at her. Polly turned to him. He was the closest he could get to her without space typo, without jumping onto the battlefield. What are you doing here? I thought that you hated this day. Yeah, forget it. Why are you using Cubo? He hasn't been trained enough yet. But out, Danny, you don't want to have anything to do with this today, so leave me alone. Now, Cubo, how about you afraid while it's recovering from hyper beam? Cubo rushed to his opponent and jumps skull first into its side. Jurvik had taken too much damage. It fell onto the side from exhaustion. Think she's better than I thought. You bet she is, Alicia added. Yeah. The dragons on the side of family looked over and saw Danny and Alicia. When did you guys sit there? A second ago. But still, even if Polly's Cupong and beat Giraffe even last too long against Linda's new full strength Pokemon. And I disagree. I've seen many uneven Pokemon beat strong foes in the past. Yeah, but this Cupong doesn't have Boom Club. Danny replied, What? No? Really? Oh no, this may not be good. Okay, Polly, looks like it come down to your Cupong versus mine Arcanine. Linda's big dog howled as it came out. Dick. Okay, Dick. Okay, you use Dick too. Hey, remember that fight we were using? with the two Pikachus? You use Dick, huh? I use Dick. Use Dick. Use Dick. Use Dick. Use Dick. Use Dick. Like that.
Yeah. Yes.
And then,
yes, Karain, this is Pokemon. It's all Pokemon.
And then they got defeated because we were wearing the helmet.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
Where can we get another helmet like that? Because that helmet is awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Neither trainers nor the onlookers could tell where the Pokemon were and what they were doing. The ground began shaking and dirt filled the air as the two Pokemon emerged. They seemed to be struggling over something. Is that a bone? What? It's the bone your Arcanine buried here earlier, remember? Oh, yeah, that's right. Arcanine gripped the bone in his mouth while Cubone tried to pull it out. The great dog whipped his head and throwing the little Pokemon off. Arcanine began gnawing on its buried treasure. What are you doing? Don't just go eat. Don't just sit there eating. Go get Cubone. Arcanine rushed at Cubone with the bone sticking out of the side of his mouth. Flip that bone over there, Cubone! The scout bashed through the bone! Cubone ran toward the incoming dog, crouched down and launched itself. Space again? Itself. Upon Cubone hitting the tip of the bone, the bone... Sorry, there was a bug last night and I let it go. The bone flipped out of Arcanine's mouth and spun through the air. It moved in a swift speed and turned around like a boomerang. Arcanine leaped out the air to catch it, but Cubone hopped on his head and caught it. The little Pokemon flipped into the air, landed on his feet, and started glowing. It's great. Two of Polly's Pokemons are evolving in one day. Wait, which was the first one? Because I kind of tripped off.
Skiploom evolved into Jumpluff.
Nice. You mean the triple fluffy one?
Yeah, the triple fluffy one.
Cubone doubled in size and its skull helmet changing shape fit securely over its head, and its tail grew to spike. The bone it held also grew in size. It was thicker now, looked more like a club. If you were in Galar, the bone even start burning or something. I think maybe.
Actually, it's in Alola that happens.
Okay. So it's not British.
Not British, no.
Marowak, the Bonekeeper Pokemon, evolved form of Cubone. Marowak, the Bonekeeper Pokemon, the evolved form of Cubone. This Pokemon collects bones from an unknown place. A Marowak graveyard exists somewhere in the world. Rumors say.
I'm from. Okay, so they're asking where we're from. I'm from. America, North America, and Gary's from Asia. There, that's good enough, right?
Yeah, that's let's leave it in that. Yep.
Oh, yeah, let's leave it as that. Okay. Anyway, I guess it's my turn
I
now.
read that. I read that. I read that. I read that.
Marowak chopped its bone club. Marowak chopped its bone club through the air angrily. Chopped?
Serious?
I'm gonna say swung instead. That sounds weird. Okay, this person is from Indonesia.
Okay.
Let's see. Marowak swung its bone from angrily. Okay, Arcanine, let's attack with extreme speed. Arcanine vanished, and Marowak felt a sudden blow to its side. Then another attack came. Marowak, it's trying to use speed against you. Let's see how fast it moves when the ground is shaking. Earthquake! Marowak slammed its bone against the ground, causing the earth to shake violently. Arcanine stumbled to the ground. It's time, Arcanine, use special combo we came up with. Linda called out. This isn't good for Polly, Greg stated. No, Jack agreed. What is it? Danny asked. It's a combo of teleport and extreme speed. Jack answered. It's fast and very powerful. Arcanine vanished in a flash of blue light. Marowak looked around as its attack ended. Its opponent was nowhere to be seen. It's above you, Marowak! Polly screamed. Marowak looked up to see an Arcanine rushing straight downwards like a rocket. It's teleported itself at super high speed, said Danny. Exactly, Jack replied, and then it combined the momentum of the fall and the extreme speed together. Arcanine could really hurt itself with this attack, though. I wish she hadn't chosen to use it. There's not time! Marowak, use Boomerang! Marowak threw its bones spinning upwards at Arcanine. Dodge to the side! Linda ordered. Arcanine jetted around the flying bone, continued its direct collision course for Marowak. It was all over in a couple seconds. Marowak was knocked out, laying in a deep crater, and Arcanine stood over it. Well, it looks like this match is over, the announcer declared. Arcanine stood proud at its victory. Arcanine, what are you doing? Linda yelled, Look out! Arcanine was so happy with its victory, it did not notice the Bone Club making its return journey. It smashed Arcanine in its head, and the poor dog fell into a heap. Well, everyone, even with this sudden knockout, Marowak was down first, so Linda wins the match. The audience cheered loudly, while Polly and Linda ran into the crater to help their Pokemon. Linda stroked Arcanine's fur and Polly held Marowak. Dumb dog, you never seem to be able to stay focused, Linda smiled. I'm proud of the way you fought, Marowak. Whoops, undo that. Marowak, we'll win next time. Polly returned Marowak to its ball. Linda extended her hand to Polly and smiled. Good match. Is that Boomerang?
Actually, sorry to interrupt again, if Linda is not in the match, it's not in the match or something. I wonder if we are going to see that the boomerang thingy again outside of matches, because that seems like a really life-saving move.
Yeah.
He was like you miss, and then Polly says something like, you are wrong. Marowak never misses. This is just a plan. Something like that.
Good match. If that boomerang had been a little faster, you would have beaten me. Polly shook Linda's hand happily. Hey, Polly. Danny stood just above them at the top of the crater. That was one awesome battle, sis. He winked at her. That was the last time Polly saw her brother that day. For the second after he congratulated her, he fled out of the stadium. When it got late at night, Danny reappeared at the Pokemon Center. Well, look who showed up, Polly said, looking annoyed as she walked in with the other 4 members of their travel group. So sorry, as I was so tired with the big day, he said. Yeah, our big day, Polly said, motioning to Alicia and Shelly, who were standing behind her. We don't mind, Alicia and Shelly said. Oh yeah, well, Mom and Dad did, Polly said. You're in such big trouble. She made an evil expression, which irritated Danny to no end. Indeed, he got chewed out on the phone immediately after. After hanging up the phone and looking dejected, Danny sat down. His cousin sat next to him. Wow, they were pretty upset with you, Alicia said. Danny didn't speak as much as make a groaning noise. So, where to now? Asked Helen. This seemed to bring Danny out of his depression. He stood right up with a bright smile on his face. Do you even have to ask? Tomorrow morning, we're going to Cinnabar Island. And that, my friends, are the last words I wrote of this story when I was a teenager.
We are going to have more chapters. Don't worry about it.
And at this point, after getting caught up, I decided I was having so much fun with these characters and the story that I just had to continue it. And so I did. And it kept going and going and going and going.
My sister was like, "Yeah, you sound very unconvinced. Like, we're going to be fine." I think. Yeah, it keeps going and going until whenever the Pokemon series decided to kick the bucket.
Or I do. No, but seriously, I actually know the exact point I want the story to end.
Wait, seriously? I thought that you said that you want the whole thing to like go on and on and on and on and on and on and on or something.
I just wanted to cover a lot of different regions, and I've done that. Believe it or not.
Wait, seriously? You mean with just the Pokemon, or maybe?
Yeah.
I'm confused. I thought that you want to cover the whole world or something.
The story that I've written, which we haven't gotten to yet, and we won't get to for a bit, I cover several regions, other regions.
Okay.
Including Kalos. Including Kalos, outside of Lumio City, for once.
Oh, thank God.
Okay, Kerrang, bye.
Other than Paris.
Bye, Kerrang, eat your omelet.
Take care. We can finally move on to something else other than just Paris.
But yeah, I can't believe it. This was originally going to be the stopping point, but I kept writing the story.
I'm glad that you enjoy writing it, though.
Yeah. I was just like, I gotta finish JoJo, but then I was like, it's a thing, where you're like writing a story and then you're like, okay, I'll just do this much or this, and then ideas keep popping in your head. Oh, this would be really cool, or what if the characters did this, or what if they went here? Plus, Danny and Dan are based on my original trainer characters from Fire Red and Fire, just Red and Green, Red and Blue. Can't get it right. From my
what is the name of Gary? Is Gary green or blue? I'm very confused.
I don't know, but yeah, Dan was my trainer character in Blue, and Danny was my trainer character in Silver.
Okay.
Let's see. And then in the next games, I have characters that you have not been introduced to yet.
You're going to show them to me later, so I'm not worried. Oh, jeez, my thingy just died.
We'll get there. Let's see. How much time do I have on this thing?
Yeah, I can watch you play rank for a little bit, and there are some moves that I can actually suggest to you if you want to.
Maybe I could do that for a little bit. Anyway, but this is the end of the live stream. This is the end of the story live stream.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Yep. So, color theory moment. Anyway. But yeah, that's it. We'll probably read more of this next week, I guess. Okay. See you, let's see, tomorrow's Friday.
Whenever.
I might do a little live streaming tomorrow. We'll see. But yeah,
I won't be here, but good luck on doing live stream anyways. I don't know what you will be doing though.
I'll go and buy berries because you don't like when you don't like watching me do that.
No, I think that I like the idea you go into what's the thing? You go into Humios to hunt for berries, but yeah, why can't they let us buy everything? One go, seriously. It's not Lena. It's like we have to buy everything one by one, and we are like,
All right, Luffy wants my attention, so I guess I better go. See you next time, everybody.
see you next time, bye.